all right. We're live. We are live. Tuesday night. Hey, what up, Red Wonk? See you in chat. How you doing, buddy? How's everybody? Hope you all are having a great evening. Alrighty. How's audio? I think we're good. I'm looking at levels here now. Looks like we're okay. Looks like we could go a little bit higher actually on the mic gain. There we go. There we go. That should be good there. Good deal. Yeah. I'm great. Thank you for asking. Good to hear that you're doing well. I hope everyone had a good weekend. We are pushing right into the midst of the week. Day 6 or week 6 of quarantine, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've got a good looking build tonight. We're actually not going to waste any time this evening. I'm going to get set up here right now. Get all my tools out here. I've already tuned some stabilizers for tonight's build, so I knew I was going to have to be moving quick tonight, so I didn't want to get held up by anything at all. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything going here. Oh yeah, so I need to get that build. What do people use for that command? What is the exclamation point build? What mod is that? Because I should really add that into my stream. People try that all the time. I need to get that. I need to get that command working. I wonder what happens when I do it. If I were to type it in the chat, I wonder if it gives me like a option to. Oh no, I meant to type that. I think it's the main stream bot. Let's see here. Is it Stream Elements? Stream Elements, is that what it is? Let's see here. Authorize. Oh, it's probably the bot that I need to add, right? Tonight's, let's try this. Let's test this. Tonight's, if I can type tonight's build is a Keycult number 2 Rev 2 with vintage with cherry MX vintage black switches. It has been lubed and lubed with 205 G0. Let's see if this works. Now, do I have the bot active in my chat? All right, try that. Oh, I probably need to invite the bot to my chat, don't I? What do people use? There's like MooBot, OnkBot, Streamlabs, and Nightbot. Let's see here. I need to add the bot first. Yeah. Here, let's see here. What up, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? I see you in chat there. How you doing, my dude? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out here real quick before I get started. Man, I said I was gonna get right to it. Now all of a sudden I'm trying to trying to add this bot. Did I add it already? Nope, there's nothing there. Spam filters, timers, user management. I was just on a screen where it looked like I could add it. Let's see here, bot modules. All right. Missing something. Yo, what up, Jax? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the 14th month subscription, my friend. You are a gentleman and a scholar. How you doing, Jax? I'm trying to figure out how to add in the bot command for the build. I have the Streamlabs bot in here. Oh, there we go. Hold up. The command just showed up now. The command just showed up. Let's see if it works. What's up, new types? Try build and chat, guys. I think it should work for me too, but maybe Streamlabs is just delayed. I'll be in and out of mobile. Not a fan of how it stops the stream when I move apps, and like it looks like it maybe stopped the stream in the middle of you trying to type something. I hear you though, man. That sucks. The struggle is real. All right, so edit. So everyone can use this. The command name is !build. I've got my response in there. Enable command when stream is blah blah blah. How should I say send the message? I'll say command cost 0, user countdown 15, global countdown 5, command aliases. Man, it should just be build. Man, let's just add some aliases and keywords, see if that does anything. User management. Man, add user, Streamlabs. Is that what I need to do? Do I need to add the... What's up, Tom? How you doing, buddy? Man, good to see you, dude. Alright, I see Streamlabs in chat. Let's try adding them as a regular user. Maybe that is what's required for this to work. Now do I need to do the space? That would be the weirdest thing if I had to do the space. Like it looks like there's a space in there. Nope. Well, I'm computer illiterate apparently. I'm on Stream Elements' website. If anyone knows how to get the bot to do a custom command. I've added said custom command. I see it in the custom commands menu. It is enabled. And for whatever reason, let's see, are there other, here, there's other commands. There's commands like uptime. Let's see if any of these commands are working. A poll is going on for which plate. Streamlabs is messing up. Maybe I need to like kick Streamlabs out of my chat and then invite him back in. I just did uptime and it just started a poll. That's weird. All right, well, let's go ahead and start building here, guys, because we don't have all night. If you guys did not see it yet, we are building a Keycult number 2 tonight. I tried to get the build script working, but maybe it's delayed, or maybe I need to restart the Streamlabs bot or something. I'll look into that later. We are gonna forge ahead for now. We'll start by unboxing the Keycult number 2. This is the second one of these I've built. Very nice quality board. So here are the hex tools and screws required for mounting. Oh man, there's some hex to this one. Before, in the last package from Keycult that I got, this package here was just filled with the plate, which it is again, as well as the PCB, I believe, which it is again. Yeah, it just felt a little heftier tonight. There it is. Oh yeah, baby. Man, this packaging, it's like opening up Christmas gifts. Hey, hey Cartoon91, thanks very much for following, buddy. Hope you enjoy your stay. This is your first keyboard build stream. Tonight we've got a Keycult number 2 going on. It should be a nice build. I enjoyed the last one of these. There's a little bit of learning curve for me to building this one the last time. It definitely is a different mounting system, as well as the case closes up in a different way. Something I was for sure unfamiliar with the last time. You need to keep it. I wish it was mine. I should made it saying to my client, give me the Keycult. This is actually one of those boards that I've built a couple times now. I built the Rev 2 and the, not really, well, I guess the Rev 1, right? Keycult number 2, and I built the Keycult number 2 Rev 1. I built these a couple times now, and they're very, very nice. I wish I had one myself. This is going to be a, man, that build command. I need to get that working. This is going to be some vintage blacks that are going to be built up with this. I need to get that build command working. Hey, New Types has subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you very much, New Types. I appreciate that, my friend. Enjoy your stay, buddy. You're too kind. Man, this is one of those things, too. Packaging for this is really, really tight. The one thing I would say, it comes in this nice branded anti-static bag, the PCB, and the PCB, in my opinion, looks really nice. But the one thing I'd say is they need to get larger bags for this. I'm nervous every time I take one of these PCBs out of the bag that it's going to take off some of the diodes or resistors on this thing. Like the point where the Ziploc bag is right here, man, when you're slipping that thing out, it is really tight. Makes me nervous. Last thing I want to do is, like, you know, rip off some little diodes or resistors on the bottom edge of this board. We'll just move really slowly. Yeah, the Vint Black should be really, really good sound. I'm excited. I believe we are working with some older the Wise vintage blacks, if I'm not mistaken, tonight. So should be pretty good. Come on bag. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like pull from this side while I hold the bag. You see what I'm doing here? While I hold the bag open, like while I pinch it here at the edge. It makes me nervous, this thing. Like this little point right here where there's like a cut in on the plate. Man, I know, right? Yeah, I'm going to. It's not like you're gonna be putting this thing back in the bag. Man, Tom, big brain move there. I didn't want to cut it and destroy the anti-static bag because it's so cool, the nice packaging and everything, but yeah, it's just too tight. It's not worth ripping something off the PCB to get this thing out. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and test it. Hey, so who knows? Hey, what's going on, Jake Reps? Who knows how I can get Streamlabs working in chat right now? Because, as I mentioned, I do have Streamlabs added. If you do, so like, I mean, it just tried to start a poll a minute ago. And so, I mean, it's there. But when it comes to the actual keyboard commands, and I actually just went into the Streamlabs website and I attempted to add the custom build command and it delayed. Does anyone know how to refresh the bot? Anyone know where the settings is in that website? I'll try and add that build command and get the other commands working if I can get it enabled. Do I need to, like, I mean, the bot already looks like it's moderated in my chat. It looks like I already have it in there. I mean, I would assume it's fine. Maybe I go to user management and change this to, here, how do I edit this? No, let's do this. Let's delete that. See, I think this isn't actually the Streamlabs add new bot user. Streamlabs, choose level as moderator, add user. Maybe that'll do it. Let's see if any of the commands are working here now. Rip. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really think what I need to do is I need to kick the bot out of chat and then add it back in. I think that's where we're at with it. Dashboard. Oh, you know what it is? Let's do this. I think I might have found it, guys. I think I was trying to add the command through a different website. I think I needed to add it through here. Reply in chat, permission everyone, confirm. Maybe. Try it now, guys. Try the build command now. Maybe that'll work. There we go. Cool. We got it working. Yay, progress. So what other commands should I be adding up? What's some other good stuff that you guys would like to see? Now that I know where I'm doing it, I can probably add the commands quite easily. We got plenty of time here while I go through and test the PCB, guys. By all means. Let me know if there's anything else that sticks out. That would be great. And while we're at it too, let me know, guys, what are you guys doing to stay busy during quarantine? Myself personally, I feel like it doesn't really apply to me as much. I'm considered essential personnel at the office, and so while I am still working from home quite a lot, I go into client site probably 2 to 3 times a week. And so, you know, I really don't feel like this has affected me or my family too much. Definitely with the kids. The kids being out of school is the main thing that's kind of weird. Just missed that one. Missed that one too. There we go. Watching streams and online shopping without buying anything. That's the weirdest thing, right? Oh man. Yeah, this is normally like the best time of year to be selling things. Normally you've got tax return season upon us, and that's normally the queue up for when you should be getting rid of all those, you know, excess things in your inventory that you want to sell, because people have a bunch of extra money coming in. But man, it's really not the case right now, is it, guys? Couldn't be further from the case. Oh. That's weird. When did I test the arrow keys? Huh, did I test them first and I'm just losing my mind? Okay. done with our cable for right now. And what did he say? I am waiting for AKI-S, and I'm gonna try and get in on that one. Aki S? AKI-S? I don't think I'm familiar with that board. What streams have you been into? And tell me too about that board. Yeah, please. Go ahead. Post away. I've actually been interested in the new Michael Jordan documentary that just came out, The Last Dance. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool. It has almost kind of like a Zombuman aesthetic there on the edge. Definitely a unique edge, but it just kind of, to me, that at first glance, kind of has that sort of raised, beveled edge there. 65%, pretty classy. It's got quite a like diagonally cut back. That's an interesting looking board. Cool, thanks for sharing. Gonna get a black one, there we go, that'll look really classy. Working from home, business as usual, there we go. And match it with Dracula, just like the render, there we go. I actually missed that render, let me go take a look at that again. I have a Dracula setting coming as well. Oh yeah, I see it. Yep, that'll look really nice. Does it have those cuts in it? Oh, and there we go. It's a Zombuman board. Is that what we're working with here, or is that a Zombuman render? Nope, Senryo is the group by runner. Oh, he just juked me out. His logo looks a little bit like Zombuman's. So what is this? What's the deal with this top? Does he have a laser cut logo in this thing? That's interesting. Oh, the side view's kind of cool too. I like how it's the two-tone. It almost has like some Keycult vibes with it. Very interesting aesthetic. The exploded view. All right, let's take a look here. So we got plate. It looks like top mount is what I'm guessing. Well, hold on. Yeah, you've got the plate that sits in. Oh, it's interesting. It looks from me to the exploded view like they should have the plate and that inner layer swapped, because it looks to me like the plate sits down on top of that. So it's kind of like a top mount / bottom mount, really, if I'm looking at that thing correctly. That's an interesting aesthetic. A lot going on with that for sure. What's the group buy price on this thing? Degree, blah blah blah. We'll be around mid 300s figure. Interesting. Cool. Well, that's an interesting board. Let's check up with chat here. Working from home, business as usual, new types. That's good to hear, man. I'm glad your life isn't flipped upside down or anything. Match with Dracula, yep, and try and get the black one just because there's only 50 units total. Yep, I hear you. So yeah, kind of like a low quantity run there on the group buy. Very cool. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. All right, so we've tested our PCB. We're looking good there. I'm gonna go ahead and get some switches installed here onto the plate. Bear with me here for a moment, guys. Yeah, tell me about what else you guys have been streaming. As I said, I'm looking forward to this Michael Jordan documentary. I've halfway started it, but I'm gonna wait for my wife to actually finish it. I only watched about 10 minutes earlier today, and that was enough for me to see that it looks very interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I also have been catching up on Demon Slayer. If you guys are watching any anime, let me know if you've seen anything good. I've got Promised Neverland on my list as well. So I believe, yes, for those stabilizers tonight, I've got a set of retooled, not retooled, I believe these are pre-retooled GMK screw-in stabilizers. They were purchased back in the earlier months of 2019, so I'm pretty sure the client just kind of dodged the bullet there with getting his stabilizers before they did the retooling of them. As I mentioned before in chat, they're already lubed. So forgive me, guys. I wanted to move this build along pretty quickly tonight. So I did not lube the stabilizers on stream this evening, but we will test them here as soon as I get some switches installed. Make sure that they sound good. What I'm doing right now, these plates, Keycult, and really any nice custom these days, they fit so snug and secure that it's important to get a fair number of the switches actually installed in the plate before you try and put the plate and PCB together. And so that's what I'm doing right now. You have all these cutouts so you can see on the plate. It makes it so that just will pretty much, if you try and put the switches into the plate and the PCB at the same time, you'll pretty much just flatten your plate and it'll be really difficult. NG, what's going on, man? It has been a long time. Yeah, I did. I remember. Yep, your PC Salamander and a couple PCBs. You want to redo the Holy Panda PCB? Sure, absolutely. I'd be happy to rebuild that for you. What switches are you considering for the rebuild? And welcome back, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I know we've gone through a couple of turbulent months here. It's been quite an interesting past 6 weeks. Hey, Andy, good to see you. I see you in chat, dude. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, my friend. You know, trying to stay busy. Life goes on. Daycares are closed. The kids are a little crazy. But, you know, my wife and we've just been making it work. My mother-in-law has been a champion. She's been helping out a lot, helping us watch the kids. You know, it's just been, you know, a little bit of a different kind of life for the past couple weeks. Life is good, though. How are you? I saw your 420 sale. Colorway looked pretty dope, if I do say so myself. You know me, I'm not a green guy. 420 sales for me in this artisan community, just not my cup of tea. I just don't go for I don't go for the green. Passing time and collecting caps. There you go. How's your ape collection coming along? You still hunting any other colorways there? Last I remembered, you had quite a collection there built up of the apes. 8 left. Oh man, the hunt is real. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with the apes. Yes, they're the escape ape, right? Yeah, speaking of, yeah, so I'm still doing monochrome. I've toned it back a little bit. I mostly am just entering. Oh, I got the new Alpha Caps, cat. I got the Baba Yaga cat, so that should be coming in. And so I'm looking forward to that. And then I have another monochrome cap coming in. It was what was it? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm excited for having won that Alpha Caps cat. What was Art Keys tonight too. Don't miss the Art Key raffle. Has that already happened? I had a notification set, but I've been trying to collect Siriuses as well. The Sirius keys are such a cool mold. Let's see if Art Key is, if I've missed it. Let's see, what do we have? 1 hour and 41 minutes. We have not missed it. Yet 10 p.m. Eastern. I do not. I wish I had a Sirius. And those are, as I mentioned, those are really cool caps. I like the aesthetic of those a lot. I think Art Key is, I think he's really talented, and You know, I think he's really talented, but I wasn't ever 100% in love with the Monsters collection. I don't get me wrong. I think they were very beautifully done, but just not my preference. And yeah, so I kind of fell off on Art Key for a bit, but man, with the Sirius now, oh man, so beautiful. I was talking the other day too about those caps. They really kind of feel, in some senses, to me, kind of like the Art Key had a little bit more of like a collaboration on that visor with what's the name of that creator that he shares a warehouse with. We were just talking about it the other night. That encapsulation of the SA keys, the visor really kind of has a very similar aesthetic, if you ask me, to some of those looks. Yeah, they definitely do cool work. Yeah. Yeah, so we were supposed to have him on Inebriated when I was co-hosting a couple weeks ago, and I was really bummed out when he couldn't make it. That was definitely a bummer. It was supposed to be me and Chad interviewing him that evening, and yeah, it ended up just being me and Chad getting drunk. Huh, I've never seen Black Scrooge. Chicken Whisper, what's going on, dude? We got all the OG people up in chat tonight. Man, how are you guys all doing? I think this is wrong. Oh, and then I also have that new Lividity cap coming in. The one that's black and white. I got the monochrome colorway for that new Lividity cap. The one where the guy's got the fingers all over his face. The Watcher. It's kind of like a play on the Watcher. What was that cast? What was that sculpt's name? I saw that though, and I loved that look, that aesthetic. And yeah, so I've got the monochrome. I've got the new monochrome Lividity cap coming in, which I'm really excited for. I really like Lividity's Puppet Master sculpt as well. I think that's one of my, the Observer. That's right. The Puppet Master that I have, I think, is really, really cool too. So tonight, guys, we're doing a little bit of a different layout here than I normally do on TKLs. We're doing a split right shift and a split backspace on this. So we've got any HHKB fans in chat, because this is going to be pretty close to an HHKB layout on a TKL. It'll be definitely an interesting build. I'll need to see if I have keycaps that can that'll work well on it. Yep. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's good to be streaming. I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I actually have the exclamation point build command working finally. So I'm building a Keycult number 2. But just for future reference, everybody, that command's working now. So I'll try and keep that updated with the current build I'm working on as I stream nowadays. But yeah, other than the occasional Valorant game, and I take that back too. Valorant, and then I also have been playing a little bit of some. What have I got going on here? There we go. A little bit of Apex Legends too. Man, I've just been pretty much hanging out, chilling. Has anyone been playing the new Valorant game? It's pretty fun. Yeah, so the split backspace, I'm assuming you've seen it before on like a 60% board. It is a supported option with this plate and PCB. And so, yep, we're going to be doing a split backspace. as well as a split right shift. So I believe this client has a need for a lot of function layers, and so he wants the function on the right side of the shift. And also too, when you kind of get comfortable with that HHKB layout, it can be hard to change off of it. I knew that's the truth. And so yep, so I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. There's still, of course, a backspace. The way it splits, though, is that the backspace, instead of being up here with the 2U, the backspace ends up being this key right above the Enter key. If you've never seen that before, a lot of people find that that's a far more ergonomic reach than reaching with your pinky all the way up to the 2U backspace. I tend to agree. However, I've gotten so used to the 2U backspace these days and over time that it really doesn't bother me much these days anymore. Escape from Tarkov, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I actually have never played that game. You know, and truth be told, I've never even watched it being played. I'm assuming that's similar to kind of like is it kind of like Battle Royale? A couple of my friends also play Hunt. Have you heard of that game Hunt? I've never gotten into that one either, but that game has a really kind of interesting concept as well, where it's kind of like a first-person shooter, but you have alternate objectives as well that kind of keep the game moving all throughout. And so definitely adds a little bit of an extra dimension there. Whereas Valorant, if you guys haven't seen that game yet, Valorant seems to me to be very much so kind of like a CSGO clone. And CSGO was my bread and butter. I played, well, not just CSGO, I played CS since it came out just about. I've been playing CS since version 1.5. So, man, I think that's about 20 years, 20 years worth of playing Counter-Strike. So once that game came out, it felt very nostalgic and reminiscent of the original Counter-Strike for me, with abilities. Adding in a whole bunch of crazy abilities. Kind of like if you took, like, I think people are comparing it most to like a hybrid of Overwatch and Counter-Strike. The beauty of vintage blacks. That every now and then you get the pins that are all sort of bent and discombobulated. Just got to be careful when you get them. You're bending them back into place so that you don't mess with the structural integrity of that metal at all. But yeah, hey, thanks Chicken Whisper. I'll absolutely take that into consideration, dude. Depending upon how much the game is, I might swing by. I see you guys in Discord every now and then playing. I might absolutely hop in there one day and join you guys for a little bit. Hey, what's up, Jake Reps? Yep, we're doing a split backspace tonight. Keeping it fresh. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. There was nothing I could do. Aaron, if you're listening in chat, you know I told you. We're doing a split right shift and a split backspace on this. This is one of those plates that because they had both win key and win keyless options, they couldn't really decide on there he is. HHKB for life. This is one of those plates, since they had win key and win keyless, they couldn't really decide on which layout, so the bottom row is just all sorts of jumbled. I see more and more these days that if the designer just goes with either like a single bottom row layout, man, then they just go all in. Like the PCB's designed with a single... Oh, hey, Aaron, I almost forgot to ask too, while I still have you in chat, what is the caps lock variant that you would like? Do you want a standard or do you want a stepped caps lock? Oh yeah. We got split right shift and split backspace going on new types. I'm assuming we're doing a standard caps lock as well, so that we're just going straight HHKB layout for the entirety of it. Standard. Gotcha. Yep. Standard it is. Put that in there then before I forget. Is this focused, guys? I feel like, let me know too, I feel like maybe that, is that camera showing up a little dark? Am I missing some of the shadows there? I might need to turn up the, no, this is a 7U spacebar. I believe. Remember I was asking you about that the other night, Aaron? I need to double check. I believe this is a 7U spacebar stabilizer. It looked a little small to me when I was first lubing it, which is why I asked you in chat. But I think it's a 7U. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's a wing keyless bottom row, and so we're doing obviously the 1.5 blocker, 1.5 7U layout on the bottom because of that. Okay. You guys are tuning in at a good time. Yeah, I do. Thought it was not a 7U, and you're going to use something from my stuff. Okay, let me double check that. Hopefully it is. I thought it was, because I lined it up and I thought it looked pretty similar. This is obviously a 7U stabilizer. Nope, you're absolutely right. It's too shallow. Man, I lined that up and I thought I had it right. So we are going to be doing a little bit of stabilizer change, guys. I think I have one here. I think I have a fancy gold stabilizer wire for you, Aaron. That'll also make sure then too that I don't give you one of the funky... Yep, there's a 7U. One of the funky retooled stabilizers. Yep, you're absolutely right. And I just waited until I had every switch on the board before I realized it. Luckily these blacks do not have, look at how easy that came off. Luckily these blacks do not have the 5 pins on them. So as you just saw, it's quite easy to take apart. So we'll be half lubing a stabilizer up then tonight. I've got a 7U wire here. We will be lubing that wire. And I've already got the housing here lubed up. So we'll basically just be moving the 6.25 and you owe me a 7U stabilizer wire, Aaron. All right. We will get this working. I'm not sweating it, friends. We will get this working. I even looked at it too. You remember I messaged you. I even looked at it. I was like, nah, this is lining up. It looks like it's okay. Like I lined it up with the space bar. I'm like, man, that looks like it's long enough. Looks like that wire won't have any issues with the with stretching to the edges where that should be. And then sure enough, I shortchanged myself. So yeah, I really like getting these wires lubed up here. Nice and thick. Nice and thick, but not too thick. We don't want like globules of lubricant on it. But we want it just enough for sure to where and let's see how that feels. Oh yeah, that's riding nicely. Just want to make sure too that I had the clearance there with that gold wire. I don't think I've ever put a gold wire before in a GMK housing. So we will test this out for sure and make sure it meets our qualifications. We will go through a rigorous testing methodology here once we get this thing loaded up, which entails me pressing on a space bar with this stabilizer installed numerous times, making sure it sounds good. There we go. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can get that plate back on top of the PCB just as easily as it came off. It played very nice coming off for us. Okay. All right. Oh no. I swapped it. You gotta be kidding me. Ever so carefully. There we go. Yep. Man, who said it in chat? You're absolutely right. Yep, Jake Reps. It's gonna sneak right on over into the first hole there for the switch to the right of it. You are absolutely right, sir. All right. Okay. Those all feel good, look good. One last check of the stabilizers before we put the plate back on top of it. There we are. Okay, let's see if I can line this thing up. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's just as well because we needed to go switch by switch to make sure that all of our pins were actually through the PCB and not held up. Some of them are bound to be bent. We've already found one. Oh, you know what? This one wasn't bent. It was actually the stem itself was the pin itself was actually bent in half. So I'll just swap that out with a different switch. That guy got a little bent. But fear not. We have recovered. Clusters look good. Oh man. There we go. Caps lock, come back. Yep, caps lock key seems to have an issue. That one's a little bent. There we go. That one looks good. All right. Let's go ahead and get some keys on here and test them to see how they sound. Sounds pretty good to me. And I luckily have some switches here. I can never remember for the life of me which ones are which. It's always just easier to put the switches on a keycap and just make sure I've got the bottom row populated as it needs to be. Runaway switch. There we go. Man, imagine building keyboards as a hobby and you don't know what the bottom row layout should be. I do enough of these, you think I should. You'd think I'd have that down at this point. And then what is it? It's the inside or the outside on this one? I believe it's the outside. If I'm not mistaken. Hey, what's up, Salvin? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, we're building a Keycult tonight. Salvin's a familiar name in the keyboard hobby. What's going on, my dude? Thanks for stopping by. We're also, at the same time building this Keycult, we're also seeing how much of a noob I am with putting these switches on, making sure that I've got them in the right orientation. I believe I have, yep, I have that control key over too far, so it's supposed to go on the inside, not the outside. I always make that mistake with the bottom row. I swear. I should know that, guys. I've been building keyboards that long enough that I should know that. There's only so many options for them there. There we go. Sorry, we got another stabilizer here. That feels nice. You know what we're gonna do too? You know what I'm gonna do for you, Aaron? I wanna put on an MX gray for your middle switch. That's gonna sound and feel a lot better then another one of these here. So let me go ahead and find a couple of these here. I'll need some of this. And I'm done with these. I've got enough of these on the board. All right. Man, too many switches. We got switches for days over here. Here we go. Remembering correctly. Yep. Here we go. Oh, hey, what's up, Zambumon? Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a fun little addition there. All right, so yours is gonna be cleaned better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna steal the slider and spring from an MX Gray for you here. You know what though? Because that's gonna feel a lot better than this lighter spring that's on these other switches here. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, that's true. You can still find them though. You can still find them on Amazon and stuff. All right, so what we're doing here real quick, guys, we've got an MX Gray. I've got an MX Gray spring that I'm actually going to swap on this client's build here for him to make his spacebar just a little bit more enjoyable. We're gonna piggyback off of the same housing that he has currently. There's nothing wrong with the housing and the way it's been lubed. The guy who lubed these did a good job. He's got it slidered and everything, but I'm going to take this spring out and I'm going to swap it here. And we're going to give it a little extra lube as well. And we'll get this slider here. Okay. A little bit too much lube on that slider there. Unless it's not 205. Why are you harvesting the OTD? I have keycaps somewhere, but it's not everywhere. So I had a 7U and I had 1.5 keycaps that I needed, so I've just been taking them off of taking them off the OTD. That's actually not your OTD, Tom. That's a secret build. I've got your OTD sitting in its case right now behind me. Safe and sound and secured. I was actually testing your switches the other night though too. Okay. All right. I want to get the bottom of this here so that I can get the spring there, because I don't necessarily want to lube that spring with 205. Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay. So what we did, guys, is we just piggybacked off of the MX Black gray switch that comes on the old school G80 PCBs. I still have a fair amount of stock of those, and so yeah, so I'm just hooking the client up with a switch that's going to sound a bit better in the space bar. All right, so let me go ahead now and put this stuff back. Speaking of your build, Tom, I actually have some Nixies that I got that I can put into some select switches too of yours, and so yeah, so we'll be playing around with that and putting, when I finish the build, when I do the part 2 of that build, we'll be putting those Nixies in there too. Yes, we've got a linear gray now at this point in the space bar. The client's space bar has been upgraded. And that looks about right. Let me just grab this keycap here to test the profile. Yep. So yeah, hopefully these are lubed up nicely. I don't know who lubed these switches. Oh, shish kebab. I think it was the other one, right? Yeah, there we go. Damn it. There we go. Ouch. All right. There we go. All right, a little bit of a mess on my desk here. Okay. We got the soldering iron warming up. We've got our switches installed, our stabilizers tested. Without further ado, we are ready to begin soldering some switches in here, guys. Yo, what's up, Seth? How you doing, buddy? Okay. All right, so we've got all four corners in, soldered into the board. Now we're going to be working on the top row. I solder all the four corners first, just because that's going to make sure that the PCB and plate doesn't get out of alignment as I do it. And then I solder down the right side as well as the space bar and a switch in the middle. I kind of just like to do that so that it maintains some some integrity, so that I don't have switches going all sorts of directions. It's imperative to do that because you want to make sure that the switch is going to. Sorry guys, lost my camera. You want to make sure that the switches aren't pulling on the PCB or plate in any awkward angles or vice versa, so that the switches go in nice and straight. Crooked switches are a big pet peeve of mine. I always give this advice too to those first-time solderers out there. A good 3-second count as you're touching the solder to the iron and your through hole is a pretty good rule of thumb. A nice 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. You'll get the timing and the feel for it as you build more and more, but when you're starting out, that's a real easy way to make sure you're putting enough solder on, not putting too much on, and not under soldering as well. Because if you don't put enough solder on, your joints won't do well over time, and you might have some switch registering issues. All right, so there's the top function rows done. I'm gonna pay special attention here to my split backspace. I'm gonna do that one first, because I want to make sure I'm getting those in straight. Good. Want to make sure those are going in straight, because there's nothing on the plate to really hold those in their position. Same with the split right shift. We'll have to go back after we have this thing built up and make sure that the keycaps are looking good. We'll get our arrow cluster done now as well. The nav cluster is done. This one's gonna look nice, guys. We are moving right along, friends. We've got a row and a half left. So we are making our way through this. The bottom, this is the, wait, version KJE. This is the brass. It's the black case with the brass bottom. Just the sandblasted brass bottom. And the number 2 is the one that has the full seamless design. So there's no screws or hardware viewable from the outside, which subsequently makes it a real pain in the butt to put it together. Luckily they include hex screws for you. Or not hex screws, the hardware, the hex tools to put it together. Because I did not have a hex that was skinny enough to fit inside through the PCB on this one. Yeah, owners of the Keycult number 2 do not want to lose that hex hardware, because then I guess your board is just forever put together and you can't ever get back to the PCB again. Would not be good. So how'd you do with the nightcap sale, Tom? Did you get anything good? Nice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm assuming I didn't look at the catalog. I'm assuming there were some Egg V2s in there. I did not enter myself. I was half asleep at the wheel and half putting out fires when the sale went live. Even if I was paying attention to it, I would have missed it. I've been stuck in a data center for almost the past 48 hours. Let me take a look here. Oof. Oh, those are cool. I like the taken into custardy. Haha, those are funny. Oh, and the Green Day 1,000 Hands, as well as the Stone Age. Oh man, the Stone Age ones are cool looking. Did you get any of the Stone Age caps? Man, yeah, the Stone Age I think would be my go-to for that sale. Ah, you got the blind bag. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I'll definitely be curious to see what you end up getting out of that one. Marcus always hooks it up. Okay guys, just doing a visual inspection here of this thing here now. I think we're gonna build this up with OG NCR tonight. What do you guys think? Ah, so the entire sale was a blind bag. I gotcha. You just entered and hoped to get a winning ticket. I gotcha. All right. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this rolling. If I remember correctly, this is kind of a pain in the butt to put this thing together, so I want to give myself some time here. Let's see, it's just a little before 9:20. So we are going to time this and see how long it takes me to remember how to put this board together. Real quick, before we do that, let's test it after soldering it. Make sure everything is looking good from that standpoint. That would be a crying shame if I put the whole thing together and found out that I had issues. Okay, there's that. We'll need to remap this, but things are looking good here. Okay. All right. Actually, get rid of that in the meantime. We'll use my desk mat since that'll be a much softer surface for this case. Make sure I don't have any flux sitting anywhere. Feels like some flux actually splashed here. I hate that. Okay. Oh, I thought this was a wing keyless. This is a win key. Okay, hold on. Just when I thought we were done soldering. I've been juked out, boys. I've been juked out. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I need to make sure on both sides that I've got the right dimensions here. All right, finished with soldering. Take two. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Good to see you, man. Yeah, buddy, we're all about it. That's all I stream. All I stream are these keyboard builds. Glad you like it, dude. It's definitely a fun little hobby. We enjoy it. All right, so now that I finished fixing the win key, let's go ahead and test it again. Make sure I've got those working as well, which I do, and everything else looks like it's all good. Sweet. Okay. All right, now let's break out the case without further ado. I know you guys have been waiting for this one quite patiently, I might add. If you're just tuning in, you're at the perfect opportunity. We are unboxing the Keycult now. And if you left the stream earlier, well, rip, because this is the best part. keycaps back on my board. All right. Warning, do not clean brass parts with alcohol or other solvents. This brass is treated with a sandblast, and it is quite a beautiful treatment, I might add. There it is, the full Keycult in all its glory. Completely seamless design, no hardware showing at all on any sides, be it the sides, the back, the front. It's all good. The number 265, I know, right? That's gonna be crazy. All right, so we've got a myriad of tools here to assist us with the installation. Because of its design, the hex screws are recessed quite far in this case. So to begin, we will unscrew these guys. There's one. There's two. What's the date on the number 265? Does he have a general idea? What do you do with the keyboards once you're done making them? And would you do a customer order if I paid correctly? Yeah, absolutely, Jesse. These are almost all, the keyboard builds that I have on my stream are almost all client builds. So that is exactly what you're seeing here is me building keyboards for clients. There's quite a wide range of prices for an introduction point into this hobby. You can spend anywhere from $100 to multiple hundreds and even thousands of dollars in a single keyboard. So you really have a wide range and gamut of options available to you. All right, time to drink a beer and build Gunpla. Oh yeah, nice. You got a Gundam model coming in, eh? I'll keep you up. No date on the number 265. It's coming after the number 3. Gotcha. Okay. Idiots spend more than $100 on a board. Don't let Max fool you. Yeah. Then consider me an idiot. Tom, I think if I remember correctly, I think you're in that category as well, right? All right, guys. So here's the brass. We've removed that. We will place this guy over here in the foam for now. And now at this point, what I'm going to do is flip this, spill all the hardware onto my desk, and lose half of it probably. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces of hardware. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, we didn't lose any. So there we go. There's all 8 pieces there. Now, we have to remove 8 more pieces of hardware. Well, did I just lie to you guys? Yeah, there's 5 there and 5 there, so 10 more pieces of hardware. So all in all, we're looking at what, 18 screws on this board to put this thing together. So what I'm removing now is the inner layer on this board so that we can get the plate and PCB mounted on the inside of it. Yeah, Jesse, hit me up though. There's such a wide range of options that you can get. There we go. There he is. What's up, Aaron? You're tuning in at the perfect time, man. We're putting her together. I'm about to lose the second round of hardware here. We need 10 screws out of this. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 8, 9, 10 are all still in the top. There we go. Beautiful. Go into place the top right here for a moment. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Okay. You missed it too, Aaron. So yeah, you missed it. What I did is I went ahead and I added a MX gray to your spacebar. So you have a gray, vintage gray spacebar on this guy now instead of the other one that was there before. Just another regular Wise vintage black. So that should help with the sound and feel of this guy. All right. So here is where our 4 additional screws come into play. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got another little mini hex. Do we have hexes of 2 different sizes? Are these little guys in a different size hex? They are indeed. All right. We're going to go ahead and install the daughter board here now. Itty bitty working space. Yeah, absolutely. Can't let your space bar be too light. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, this is actually Zap Cable's desk pad. I like this design a lot. It's pretty fun. Oh no! Oh man. I just lost that screw there in the space between the wire. Hold on, so let's not pull the daughter board cable out. And let's flip this upside down. There it goes. Okay, let's try this again. I need to magnetize this. Is this magnetized at all? Is that going to help? Oh, no, it's not. But man, I just snuck it in there. Hey, what's up, Yuri? I see you in chat, buddy. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, definitely recommend picking it up. It's nice. I think there's still B stock available, which is what this one is. Yeah, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Yeah, guys, I'm actually happy to say that I've got a couple more streams coming up later this week. I've got lots of keyboard stuff to catch back up on. I've got a tofu, a polycarb tofu build coming up, and then I'm also going to be doing the part 2 of Tom's Corsa build later on this week. So we've got lots of cool stuff coming up. Definitely tune in for both of those builds. They'll be fun. All right, so what I'm doing right now, I know you guys can't see it. I'm just making sure this daughter board cable fits into its proper location there. And then we line these guys up properly. Now, if I remember, if memory serves correctly, are the cutouts for this guy there? I think what I need to do, this guy's difficult, so the cutouts are not really there. They're there, but not enough. Like, do you see the cutout there? That cutout, those little circles, man, not enough to get these screws in. So I'm gonna learn from my previous mistake, and I'm going to pre-insert this hardware here into this guy and hope that it doesn't go flying out when I flip it upside down or change orientation on me or go crazy in any other way. This is the only kind of design flaw, if you will, in my opinion, with this board. It's not really a flaw, it's just how it goes, because there's no screws viewable on the outside. From a design implementation standpoint, to have no visible hardware on the outside of the case, you have to do this somehow. And Keycult didn't want to put the hardware too viewable on the inside of the case either. So, I mean, you end up with a really aesthetic board, but man, you're putting it together, it's difficult. Okay. That's sitting pretty nicely. Let me just double check here. Yep. Yes, that daughter board's sitting pretty nicely in there. I don't have anything sitting on the cable. That's in its little trench there. So that should be good. Now what we need to do is the tricky part, where we put this guy on. That goes there. Now this is the tricky part. This is the part where, if you remember, I need to screw the bottom, the second bottom, not this guy, the second bottom that we've got this thing sitting on right now. I need to screw that into the this top into that without losing the hardware that I've so precariously placed on its positionings here. And we'll hope we can accomplish this task here. I'm not really going to be able to show you guys exactly what I'm doing here. Basically though, I'm looking to make sure the hardware is protruding through the bottom, which it is. And now I'm going to screw these guys in without losing them, hopefully. This is such an awkward process. I know it's difficult to see, guys, but I'm just dealing with a design that's a little tough here to showcase. If I were to flip this completely upside down on its head, all the little pieces of hardware would undoubtedly go flying out of the bottom case here and into the recess between their positionings and the PCB. And so, you know, the last thing obviously I want to have happen is that, to where then I can't get to the hardware and I can't then screw this into the plate. So there's that. Yeah, the first time I did this, I didn't realize that, and I had screwed the whole thing back together without putting the hardware in between the PCB and the bottom, the secondary bottom case here. And so I had to take the whole thing back apart again because I couldn't get it together. I wonder if some people are just putting it together without these screws, just not mounting this portion of it. I mean, I guess you'd have no, you'd have to, because this holds the top onto the case. What I'm screwing in right now, it holds the top on. So you'd absolutely have to do what I'm doing right now. Oh, and rip, boys. I've got another, oh, I know where this one goes. I was about to say I have an extra screw, but I do not. I know where this one goes. I missed one in the top right corner here. Okay. That should be it. Okay. Catch. There we go. That one's caught. The other thing I'm going to do real quick, guys, is I'm just going to line up and make sure that the PCB is still sitting in a good way. Oh, hey, thanks for the reminder, Ridwank. Ridwonk. I'm sorry. Yeah, 17 minutes, guys, to the art key raffle. 10 o'clock Eastern. Let's all win a serious cap. Okay. So I think I'm okay, but let me just make sure that my space bar and everything else is good. Let's find some keycaps to put on this guy. Yep, here it is. So Aaron, you are getting the ever so lovely OG NCR. That is what we are going to be putting on this guy. Some nice, thick cherry die subs. Yep, that looks good. We'll just put a quick guy up here. This obviously is not where this goes, but just making sure the positioning is good. Yep, it is. All right, beautiful. Next, we will put this guy just here a little bit. And we will move this guy ooh, it's a heavy one. Okay. Now we have 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top. Make sure I line this up right. Okay. The moment of truth. Did I line these all up right? 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. Catch. There we go. That one caught. That one caught. As did that one. And that one. All right, cool. So the 4 corners are good. That guy's good. That guy's good. And that guy's good. We got one more right here. This is number 8. Boom. We've done it, my friends. We've done it. Let's make sure this is lining up right. Beautiful, seamless design. No issues there. We've got a perfect line. And a hair, apparently. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Yep. Yep. It's looking perfect, Aaron. Looks really, really, really good. I don't see anything off in terms of the profiling so far. Everything is lining up really nicely. Yep, let's go ahead and put the rest of the keycaps on her. All right, so I've got, since we did a split design, I've got a blank keycap that I'm going to be putting here on this guy, but most everything else we will be able to work with our OGNCR keycaps. So, yeah, that's normally our right shift. We won't be needing that. Print screen. Come here, 6 key. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yo, the elite of the elite. What's going on, buddy? Alrighty. Alright, 6. That should be Y. That should be U. CXC 2. Nine, right there. This heretic Aaron has me putting split backspace and a split shift on a TKL. Hey Tom, always good to see you, buddy. I'll be catching up with you here real soon, I promise. I've got an appointment with Mike later on this week. Stay safe, man. We'll talk to you soon. QWE 7. B. Nice little amount of flex in these keyboards with that gasket mounting system. I might put that guy up there. I'm going to use that one as well for another one of our split backspace keys. I think I'm going to be running out of keycaps here shortly. It feels nice, Aaron. We got a good one here. Don't I have another row? Oh, the 0 on this one is the big 0, so I don't have another row 5 guy for this one. Let's see here. We'll improvise. We'll find something. We'll figure something out here. All right, we need to do crazy shenanigans up here because we don't have a split backspace. And then we will improvise here as well. We're going to do the number 1 key right here. That should be the same profile. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find out of our beige blanks here, which should match fairly closely. You're going to find the proper caps lock. We need to find the same profile caps lock. Let's see here. This looks like our shift key. Nope, that's not it. The unfortunate thing about this set here is this beige is going to be slightly different, but it's okay. We'll figure this shit out. Doesn't look too bad. And then let's do a standard caps lock. I need to find the right profile. Here we go, this looks like it's it. Is that the right one? Yeah, that looks like it's the right one. Okay. Yeah, it's important for me to get those keycaps on there because I want to make sure that they're lining up right. give you a little view there on the on that cap there. You can see the little tease. That's like a little nipple tease on the board, right? I don't have another R5 keycap there since we're dressing this thing up in an OG NCR set. It's got the 0, the decimal key, and yeah, that's the only thing for row 5 on that set. So anything else isn't gonna match or be the right profile. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get this. I might dress this thing up. I think I have enough compatibility to dress this thing up in like a Dolce. I might dress that up in Dolce for some pictures here. But yeah, for right now, this thing is looking pretty. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get a typing test in on this thing. Ooh, it's got some nice weight to it here, guys. So let's real quick, now that we have this thing dressed up, smile for YouTube there, guys. We'll put that on as the image. All right. Yeah, Ridwan, go for it, man. I'll be typing testing. I'll be testing, doing a couple of them here. So you've got time. You won't miss it. I'm gonna go ahead and pause our music here, guys. There we go. Because I want to hear what this thing sounds like too. All right, let me see if I can go ahead and get, oh, real quick, guys, too. Let's do a couple things here. Real quick, guys, before you forget, enter an art key. Art key is in 1 minute. So I'm going to enter in that myself as well. Yeah, let's enter art key. Good luck, everybody. Getting browser detection here. Yeah, I'm going to enter for the Sirius as well. I like that keycap a lot. So, all right, let's join the raffle. That pyro sculpt is pretty cool. I like how it looks kind of like the way a corgi would look if I had to, you know, pick a coat color for a corgi, puppy dog. All right, let's see here. Login required. See if I can remember my art key login. There we go. Oh, don't do that to me. Maybe I had it set to my Gmail. Nice, yeah, yep. I'm still in the midst of joining. I have it set to my Gmail login, but it's taking me a minute for whatever reason. Oh, nice. Hey, so if you guys tuned in earlier last week, we had Zach Adams on the stream. He can't join because he's playing Hearthstone with some buddies here tonight, but he's got a new microphone on the way. So yeah, we'll have some streams with Zach coming up here as well soon. Okay. Submit raffle. Oh my goodness. There we go. Submit. Man, our key site is getting bombarded. All right, submitted successfully. I'm good to go as well. All right, guys. Yeah, let me go ahead and figure out my display capture if I remember correctly. Yep, it's a display capture. So here we go. Let's go to 10 fast fingers. 10 moderately fast fingers. I would not say I have the fastest of fingers. These adverts are getting annoying. All right, let's see here. Show that. There we go. Need to pull this in a little bit. There we go. All right, guys. Here we go. Get your words per minute guesses on in chat, yeah? And I will go ahead and just make sure. How's the audio on the keyboard when I hold it like this? Oh man, 160? I told you guys I wasn't that fast. All right, let's see what I can get. Oh, rip. We're gonna have to redo this. Man, if I hit 160, that would be incredible. If I hit 160, Aaron, I'm keeping this board. Oh, redo. Oh, redo. Oh, we got caps lock. Oh no. The the backspace messed me up a little bit because I'm using this still for backspace. Oh no. Oh no, redo. All right. Oop. 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 Oh my goodness. You know what we need to do? We need to get it so that I have, here, let's try this, guys. Let's see if I can get Via working. I'll try and map it for you guys here on stream too. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, do we have it? Let's see here. Oh, it's not going to show it in a perfect way. But let me see here. Yeah, so it is doing via. So we're going to do, so key map. This is going to be backspace. I might need to do, I don't know if it'll actually allow me to split this. How do I do this in Via? How do I split that to a split backspace? I can't remember. It's also on WT80. Do I have it on the right? Is that what the Keycult is? I thought Keycult uses the Via configurator. Allow remapping, yep. Configure, layout. Yeah, split backspace. And split right shift. There we go. Bottom row is going to be 7U. And now, let's go to the key map. Set this one to backspace. I want to do this one right here to backspace. Then I want to do you know what you want, Aaron, for the top right? I'm just going to temporarily put these as they are on like slash and dash, but I mean, you know, Via is like the easiest thing to use ever. So we're going to do, and in the meantime, we're going to do, this is right control. Where am I? This would be right alt. This would be right Windows. This would be right control, left Windows, left alt. That looks good. I think this is good. And then you have a function modifier here, and then whatever you want to put on the function modifier there, which I'm not even going to get into. I have no idea how you're going to want to map that. So that should save automatically. Let me go back and see if, yep, so that's set as backspace now. And then this guy is set as slash and dash, yeah, just for now. I think the far right is usually delete. Okay, yeah, I can set that. I'll switch that up. Yeah, I'll map it for you here in a bit. I just wanted to get this set to backspace here. Oh, here, hold on, let me move the mic a little closer. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing here? think it sounds really good, guys. I am pleased with this build. Yeah, so Aaron, congratulations, man. It's a good one. I like it a lot. I will get with you in DMs to finish up the mapping on this, and let's go ahead before you guys roll out tonight. I want to say thank you to everyone who stopped by, everyone who subscribed and followed this evening. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I want to see if there is anyone online doing any other keyboard stuff, and I'll go ahead and host them. Ridwonk, good night, man. Thanks so much. See you soon. And yeah, absolutely, Aaron. I will catch you up in DMs. We'll go over the final mapping that you're looking for. Via's also the beauty of Via's makes it so easy that we can always figure that out here and post if we need to. And yeah, again, I'm gonna be building a tofu a bit later on in the week, hopefully. Maybe like a Thursday night stream, guys. So that'll be kind of like an impromptu addition to the schedule. And then we'll try and do the part 2 of that 360 Corsa that we're building for Tom, who was in chat earlier tonight. Let's see if we've got Teha types on. Not that Nathan Kim needs any help getting people joining up in his chat. Let's see if anyone else is in Makers and Crafting here that's doing any keyboard stuff. Oh, we got Mex and Deck online as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw a raid over towards Mex on Deck. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and get over to that screen here. Every time I do this, I'm so bad. I think it's in Creator Dashboard. And then I go over here to Raid Channel. There we go. Max on Deck. There we go. Start the raid there. And yeah, let me go ahead and get my headphones queued back up again. But yeah, guys, thanks again so much, and I will catch you all later on this week. Peace out.